Hello viewers, I'm Ron Grant coming to you live and direct from Tortola in the Virgin Islands. You're watching 284 News. In today's news, 9th District man insulted by how unthreatened a woman walking alone in front of him seems. The Real Housewives of Tortola begins filming. But first, this breaking news report. Just in a tragic turn of events, officials have confirmed that international viral sensation Bunchy has gone missing. According to reports, the famous YouTuber was last seen 2 weeks ago at a party in Los Angeles, California, visibly intoxicated and screaming, and I quote,
"Stroke the furry walls! Stroke the furry walls!
Stroke the furry walls! Stroke the furry walls!"
Stroke the furry walls. The next day, the social media star tweeted, and I quote, "Get ready for the upload," and no one has heard or seen of him since. Many have been speculating as to his whereabouts and seem worried about the young man who some say has a substance abuse problem. Well-wishers have poured in prayers from fans all across the world. Of course, let's take a look at some of the conspiracy theories making their rounds.
You know, I'm actually glad you asked that question because
he had sell his soul to the Illuminati, right?
like 4 days ago, I was walking my fish.
But I did meet him once. No, twice.
So I was like, what I gotta do with the price of Romo's drinks?
He had signed my forehead. He signed my forehead like big and bright, already big. So we don't talk about it.
You check? Like, people don't understand how much time, work, sweat, tears, dedication goes into football now.
I didn't shower for like a good 3 days. I'll take like a bunch of pictures. I could show you them all now, but you can't see it. So
And I ain't just speaking for myself, I'm speaking for the entire BVI. And I had a, hold on, what the question was again?
Yeah, I messed up. But I mean, everyone messes up. If you've never messed up before, put up your hands. Let's have a show of hands. See? No hands. What people don't understand about this industry, the film industry, the creator industry, music, modeling, comedy, the numbers. People don't understand the numbers. The numbers are like drugs, social media meth, clout cocaine, Facebook fentanyl. People, they don't think of you as a person with basic needs, privacy. And they always all say the same thing. Oh, look at the poor millionaire, complaining about his millionaire problems. Poor Bunchy, his last video only hit 750K, not 1 million. They don't know that the difference between that 750K view video and that 1 million view video is that if that keeps happening consistently, I have to let go of staff. They have families to feed. Now they can't make any money because we're not getting enough views. It wasn't always like this though. Believe it or not, there was a point in time where I just made things for fun. So yeah, this is like my old stomping grounds. I'm from here, you know, and everybody from here. Hey, watch my panel, Phil. Yo, Phil, what you say, Phil? I guess Phil ain't in a talking mood. This is why I had to come back home in the first place. I mean, I literally used to make skits right here with my friends at the Saw Olivia George's Plaza. You know, the skits, they didn't get much views or anything, you know? Maybe a couple hundred views at best. But we didn't care about numbers. We were just vibing as friends, you know? And that's what I fell in love with in the first place. Just being here, creating with friends, kicking back, making videos and stuff. It wasn't about the numbers.
I know Bunji for a good amount of years, basically all my life. You know, Bunji's the type of person that always been there for me. Him being the youngest, we always had like an older group. Him being the youngest, he was always around us. So yeah, I guess that kind of made him the mature person he is today.
It was literally just about hanging with genuine people. People I cared about. People that had my back. And no matter what I was going through, they're there for me. And when they're going through something, I'm there for them same way.
It was New Year's. I didn't even feel like going out because I was having this big argument with an ex of mine. And he kind of like took over from there. So like took the phone from me, have the conversation with that ex of mine. I was pretty down, of course. So like also while he was doing that, he was kind of encouraging me to do better and stuff like that. Please get it out of my head and stuff like that. So at the end of the night, I had fun because of Bunji.
It was just us, fun, a camera, and vibes.
From that day, I like kind of been like, hey, anytime Bunji need that kind of support from me, I'll be there. You know, that's my guy.
You know, the Virgin Islands has changed a lot since back then. It was almost impossible to make a career out of film. Going viral? Forget it. I mean, there were a few people, you know, who broke the scene. Ayaz, for one. Once we saw a dude on Hannah Montana, we knew anything could be possible. You could say he was a pioneer, I guess. But the real revolution happened with Die Happy.
Well, Bunchy only got his start because of me, really. Because we did this podcast like years ago called Die Happy, and clips of me went viral. And that's what everybody knew about him. And they were always like, oh, Nia, like, I only watch the podcast for you. Like, I don't even care about Bunchy's stories. Like, why is he even on it? You should just go solo, you know?
Listen, when I had uploaded that first video, it only took about 30 minutes. 30 minutes, you know? And the algorithm catch hold of that and just sent it straight to the moon.
So, like, if you think about it, there would be no Bunchy without me. And, like, there's so many creatives in the Virgin Islands. There's, like, musicians, there's artists, like, just really cool, talented people. And, like, what does Bunchy really do? If you think about it, like, he's just, like, a clown, you know? Like, is that really that hard? Like, it's just a couple jokes. And if you think about it, like, I'm actually smarter than him and more clever. So my jokes, therefore, are obviously better.
I mean, honestly, from that point, it was endless opportunities beyond your imagination. From right here, at home in the BVI, we knew from the very beginning that we had something special right there.
So, like, really, if it wasn't for the algorithm having like a little mishap and pushing his videos more than like actually talented people, he wouldn't really be that popular. It's really just TikTok showing his videos to everybody, because if you really sit down and think about it, like, what does he do? Like, what does he really do?
Honestly, at this point, I feel like I made a mistake leaving the BVI, leaving home. I mean, this is where it all started. I don't need a Los Angeles or Miami. I mean, the beaches out there trash anyways. Can't even see your toes in 12 inches of water. But this here, this land of natural beauty, the closest thing to paradise. And of course, we have our share of problems, but the rest of the world has theirs too. One thing I know for sure though, the BVI can always welcome you. And you'd be crazy, honestly, if you didn't want to come here and just enjoy the gentle breeze or relax on the sandy shores, sipping on a bushwhacker. You know what? Matter of fact, I could do one of those right now. The BVI has been calling me back for too long. And it's calling you too. And I think you'd be crazy not to seize the moment.
Talking about a land of beauty, we call it paradise. He wants to come down and check we down in the Virgin Isles. We had a share of problems, we know you have yours too. We're doing our best to solve them. We want to welcome you. Come feel our gentle breezes, marvel at a sandy shore.